Back in 2015, I was just a guy desperately looking for steady work. So when a truck driving job at a factory in Banten province came up, it felt like a lifesaver. A friend of mine, Ranga, helped me get in. The place seemed ordinary enough. There was an office building on the left, a big warehouse on the right, and a large parking area. Tucked away in a corner was a small, simple wooden hut. This hut became my regular spot to unwind after long shifts, especially after my evening prayers. For the first few nights, I wasn't alone. An old man would often sit there with me. He was friendly, had a calm presence, and always offered words of encouragement, reminding me to stay strong in my faith. Having him there made the lonely night shifts feel a little less daunting. But then, on the fourth night, he just wasn't there, and he never appeared again. I got a little curious, so I decided to ask the night security guard about him. When I described the old man, the guard's face just dropped. His expression turned really uneasy. He told me that no one ever stayed near that hut at night, and that he had been working the shift completely alone. His confusion sent a shiver down my spine. Who on earth had I been talking to all that time? After that, things started to get weird around the factory. Certain corners felt heavy, like the air itself was thick with something I couldn't see. Other workers would actively avoid specific areas, but they'd never give a straight reason why. I tried to ignore it, telling myself it was just my imagination, but the unsettling feeling only got stronger. Just before I was scheduled for a long delivery trip to Central Java, I had a really disturbing dream. In the dream, the old man from the hut was standing between me and this tall, dark figure that I couldn't quite make out. The dark figure felt angry, and the dream left me with a strong feeling of warning, as if it was telling me not to go on that journey. That trip was incredibly tense from the start, as I was driving through a quiet, desolate stretch of road in Alas Roban. The truck suddenly felt like it was being pulled, dragged off the road by an unseen force. I gripped the steering wheel with everything I had, fighting to keep the truck on track. Moments later, right at the exact spot where I felt the pull, another truck just ahead of me suddenly veered off the road and crashed. I could unshake the chilling feeling that whatever had tried to pull me off the road had just claimed another victim. It didn't stop there. Not long after, I saw what looked like a stranded motorist up ahead, frantically waving for help. But the moment I started to slow down, the figure just faded into thin air. Later, on the toll road, another truck driver started signaling frantically at me. He pulled up beside me, shouting that my truck was swaying dangerously. He yelled something about seeing a pale, blurry shape on top of my cargo. But when we both pulled over and I climbed up to check, there was nothing there. Nothing at all, except a sudden, cold gust of wind that blew past me. Returning to the factory didn't bring any relief. While I was helping unload the cargo, a massive metal sheet that was suspended above suddenly slipped from its hoist. In that split second, I felt something brush against my back, almost like a nudge, pushing me forward. I stumbled just in time. The sheet crashed down right where I had been standing. My leg was injured in the fall, but I knew, with absolute certainty, that it could have been so much worse. While I was recovering at home, my adoptive father, Pak Dharma, finally sat me down. He told me what he believed was really happening. He said that factory had a long, dark history of unexplained accidents and strange disturbances. Knowing I worked the night shift there, he had been praying constantly for my protection. He had even asked for a spiritual guardian to watch over me. The old man in the hut. He wasn't just a coincidence. He was my protector. As if I needed any more convincing, my friend Ranga, the one who got me the job, suddenly fell seriously ill. The doctors couldn't find a clear medical cause for his rapid decline. That was it. That was my final warning. I resigned immediately. I didn't even think twice. I left that place with injuries and a deep-seated fear, but also with an overwhelming sense of gratitude, because whatever malevolent force existed in that factory, something definitely wanted to harm me, but something else, something good, had been fighting every step of the way to keep me alive. Thanks for listening to my story. Stay safe out there, and remember to follow for more.